Hello, welcome to Wednesday's edition of Wardy's Waffle and Farm Update. We've not got a lot going on at the farm at the minute. As you can see, we've got water behind me, we've got a big digger here, and this update is mainly taken up with laying turf. We're busy in the garden of the new house here, and we're busy laying turf, and that's come from Tiller's Turf and Fine Turf. So I got a bit of an insight into the hybrid football turf job, and this comes from Palomine, a company near Lincoln, which you'll see, and some of you have seen before. So we look at that. We also look at using our new Bailey dump trailer, or the contract tipper trailer for a start. We use that for the first time as well, bringing some soil in. We also collect some turf machinery and put those on the tractor, and look at the hybrid turf as well, how it's grown and the actual high quality of it. So you can see where we are in front of the pond here, and in front of the house we've got some of the gardens looking like a building site, which of course it is. So we're busy levelling that out and getting that ready for the turf. Anyway, not a lot going on the farm, as I say, but I'll do a bit more of an update on crops and the weather and everything on Sunday's update. Anyway, let's crack on with this update, and if you make it to the end, we'll see you then. Just putting the fast track on the new trailer, got some soil to pick up and bring into the turf. Shut that. That's it. Just popping it on the weigh bridge, see where we are, so we know for a start what we are and how much soil we can hold. So it's 13 tonnes, 600 kilograms, empty and no driver. So that's it with the first load. Just got back to the yard, pulling on the weigh bridge. We need to be under 32 and a bit tonnes. That's the legal limit for tractor and trailer. Oh, we're well under 27 660. So because I'm only level with the top, I obviously haven't quite got enough on there. Just back with the second load, so just putting the trailer on the weigh bridge only, just to see what the weight is on the back four wheels, and then I'll just give Peter a ring at Tanvix and just see what the air pressure needs to be in these tyres. Of course, you've got a fair bit of weight transferred onto the tractor drawbar, but maybe not as much as you would a grain trailer because the trailer's shorter. So at the minute, on the back axle, on those 4.2 wheels, is 19.28 tonnes, and the total weight of this load was, if I just look at the diary, total weight of this load was 28.8. It's soft as there. We're bringing this soil in from another corner of the field. With the new trailer, first load. About 15 tonnes on there, and that's not heaped up. Back door clear as well. Just taking the fast track off the new trailer and putting the Puma on, because I'm going to go with the low loader, which I've got on the back, the flat trailer, and pick up the turf rolls, while Tom goes and gets, or Ruben, not sure which one, goes and gets some more soil. Just come to pick the turf up, and these are the various bits they've got laid. Looks like that's a small one for probably tennis court or something. Nice grass. Here's Ryan. I know Ryan from football. Ryan used one of the groundsmen at Lincoln City. There you can see various pitches all getting ready. I'll just open the cab door. That's looking good. Some more here. We'll just have a bit of a walk out there. Just have a look. Here we go. Yeah. That is rather lovely grass. There's pop-up irrigation in all this field. They put this in last year so they don't have to move booms and things about on automatic irrigation. Lovely grass that is. So there we are, we'll go and get this one loaded up. Around the corner, down the other side of that hedge somewhere. Here we are, these are the rolls already. They've just done this today for us. That's where it's come from by the look of it. So these are the rolls here. There's 35 they've harvested off this patch this morning, and that's the rest they're going to get for me tomorrow down the middle there. I'm not quite sure which stadiums this come from, but I'll let you know in a little while. But they've got these plastic rolls you can see in the middle to put the forks through, and each one of these rolls weighs about 0.8 of a ton. You can see the height of them against my legs, so they're sort of 3 feet tall, but they obviously need rolling out, moving with machinery all the time. So we'll get these loaded up and then get them back to Leadenham, and then I'll come back for the second load. So there's 2 loads here. Any West Ham fans amongst you? This is the pitch that's been grown for the London Stadium for West Ham, and it's been lifted. Tim, you know the chap Simon, and he's letting me have some of this turf to go round the new house. You can see there, that's it, and this is some of it. I've got 20 rolls on here. Each roll weighs 0.8 of a ton. You can see how thick they are, about 2 inches thick, all built with sand on a plastic mat. I can lift that fleece up, there's a plastic mat you can just see underneath there. So 20 rolls on here. There's another 15 I think there is here. Then they're going to get me another 40 rolls up ready for tomorrow to fetch as well. And so that's it, then it'll be put down in Lincolnshire. Got back with a load and Ruben's unloading it. Got 20 rolls. Haven't been able to do anything with any prep much today because of the weather, which is just the other side of that fence. So we're going to have to do it all in the morning. So we just have to put the forks in these tubes, and the reason why they have the tubes is because if you had the forks on their own it would damage the turf. So because of the weather we haven't managed to get this finished off, but we brought some topsoil in, we've just got that to work, finish off the rake, and then we've got that side to prep, dig all off, we've got that topsoil to spread, and a whole lot to turf, so still a fair bit to do. So I'm just coming back in for second load, Monday night. This is one of Tiller's turf's irrigation lagoons, reservoirs. This land's really sandy, so they need lots of water, but at the minute, obviously with the rain we're having, it's a godsend for the growing turf. So that's the second load loaded up. Just want to put a few more straps on. Got a laying frame on top, and this will be 35 rolls. Hopefully this will be enough to do the part we're going to prep tomorrow, but by the time you watch this on Wednesday night, you'll know whether we've managed it or not. But there is the laying frame. That goes on the back of a tractor, back of a Kubota. Anyway, I'll just get some more straps put on here, then we'll set off. It's about, 8 o'clock Monday evening. Simon, who owns Fine Turf, Tiller's Turf, has very kindly lent us this Kubota. I had to pick it up from Market Race and Racecourse yesterday. You can see, but we're going to put a snuggler attachment on the side of it, which hutches the rolls of turf out. So we'll just get it unloaded and we'll see it put on. But that's the frame I've got to go underneath. So I've got to drive over that with the wheels like that, wants to be a bit more forward. And then that fits underneath somehow. They've made 2 of these. So there's 3 mounting points. That's one. And the other one is this at the back that bolted into the pickup hitch part we put on. And the other one is the front. I put some bolts in there and fastened it on. And that's the frame. So that's got that frame on. I'm going to turn it around now and put the actual attachment on the side. That's just seen it in work position. We're now just going to put it in transport position so we can take it on the trailer. It means putting those arms in and disconnecting the pipes.
Can we not leave these connected?
So put those longer arms in. It just brings it further away from the traction and it can fold up on the winch. That's it for transport. See, it sticks out the side a little bit. And these are the spikes that go into the turf that move it when it's laid out. So that's got loaded up ready. Sticks out the side a little bit, which I'm going to have to be careful. Haven't got very far to go though. We'll crack on and see what we can get done and get some of this turf down. Just power harrying a bit where we've run with the Kubota just to level it up again before we put the next line down. This isn't our power harrow, I borrowed it from a cousin in the village. I've got to go on those rolls now, but I've not got a lot of room before I'm in the water. Getting on well though. Start a new roll, the fleece's got to be all unwound and make sure it's not underneath the turf on the soil, because it's rolled up between the two to stop the sand getting amongst the grass. Just cutting the joints now and then the overlaps and leveling them up. Harry's bringing the rolls in with his JCB because we don't want our Manitou wheels getting any sore on, so we're still pushing rape up at the minute. We've got rape lorries coming in during the day, and Ruben and Tom are just here helping us while we're waiting for some more lorries to come. We just use this machine to close up the gaps in the turf, like that, and then move it back on the ram ready for the next one. Getting a bit more awkward now. We haven't got quite so much room and we don't want to run on the path obviously, so we're just having to do a bit of handwork. Then we'll have to fetch the digger and carry it in with the digger. A bit messing about now, it's just getting a bit narrow. So we're now just going to bring a bit more soil in, because the problem we've got now, we've got a narrow strip. You can see we've compacted it a little bit and we've got a little track or two down there, so we just need to bring some loose soil in. Now we're just going to get a bit of soil and then rake it out. That way a bit, Barry, to the yard. That's it. Yeah, keep coming. Keep coming. Just that. Whoa. Running out of room. So we've run out of room. Rolls wrong way round, so Ruben's just going to go from the other side. Then we're going to go and put it down the side here and then we'll roll it out with the digger. That's it, we've got that in there. It overlaps the path a bit, but we'll have a bit to cut. Just going to try and close this gap up. That's it. It's moving the wrong piece. Hasn't quite done it, so we have to just move it back. Just. That's it, you're all right. His delicate touch is really showing dividends here. Yeah, it's a bit, there's a gap here, but we'll soon hutch it up. That's it, we've got this roll laid out behind now, we're just doing the last one. That way a bit, Barry. That's it, just try and close that gap up. Nala's supervising. Yeah, it's going to end up a bit further than the other roll, which we didn't want. We wanted it to finish this side, that join, if possible. It'll be alright, we'll sort it. Laying turf, farmer style. These are the rolls left. I've picked up 35 yesterday in 2 loads, and they weigh 0.8 of a tonne each. This is how we move them with that tube. You can see the thickness of all the layers. It's Wednesday morning. You can see the yard's wet. We've had 8 millimetres of rain overnight, which we could do without because of the turf. We've still got a fair bit of ground to prepare. And it's the last thing we want is rain when we're filling the sheds with rape, because the floor's all wet, can't push up properly. Obviously takes water in the sheds from the lorries, dripping off, and we just don't need it. You can see the floor's wet. So you're sticking to the tyres, and it just makes it really sticky for pushing up, but we can't do anything about it. See a bit of admix in this load. Quite warm as well, that one, really warm. Ruben's just blowing off underneath, and again with it wet you can't blow off properly either with it all wet round the lorry. You see it all sticks underneath there. Looking at the Manitou, it doesn't help with the tyres are nearly worn. You can see there's not a lot of tread left on those. You saw the Michelin Vivexes. You saw when I was in Tanvix in Europe the other day, the new ones there, how much tread they've got. That's a few rolls left over from the turf from the garden yesterday. You can see the wheels are spinning. What doesn't help with the floor grinding stuff in the floor. The trouble is we can't push up as much. It means we won't get as many tons in the shed. We've still got a lot to come in here. This is obviously on the second shed, the other one's still not quite full. The rain's not helping that because we can't push that up very high at the minute. We need the panels in the doorway. Grape storage continues, but the wet weather isn't helping pushing up. Can't get grip. Got some beetles of some sort here. He's having a drink. Another one there. two different sorts there. Oh, look at that on that. Crikey, a lot there. Full. So that's it for a midweek update. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed a bit of an insight into the sports hybrid turf job. And you can see here the quality of the turf here is fantastic. It's just the laying of it. We've got the joints aren't quite straight, but we're going to get a roll on here, I think, and that will do that. For those of you actually just interested, that in the background is an air source heat pump. That's what we've got the house heating coupled up to. So I'll have a bit more of an update on the house maybe on Sunday if those of you who are interested. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you at the weekend.